Alright, well, I was bothered for ages to play the game. And this isn't just, Roblox isn't just one game. It's a bunch of little mini games. And I was bothered really into trying it. So we tried it, and this game is okay. It's very much a time waster. And usually I can just click on something and then just go do other things and then come back like 10 minutes later and, things are done. But, yeah, this is my little character. And apparently one of my these little critters running around with me here are my pets. One of them has a fire afro. A fire fro. However you want to say it. And I've got a bunch of other weird looking things. Like one of them is a zombie, and another one is like a, I don't know, like a lava watermelon or something. I don't know. There's some weird stuff in this game. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna give it a try. Again, this is an experiment, just to kind of see how how many people we get to watch. Now it is a little bit later in the evening, so I don't imagine too many kids, at least younger kids, will be around. Well, I don't know. It is Friday, so maybe, parents are letting them stay up a little bit. But over on the West Coast, it's only like 7:30. So who knows? Maybe there's some younger kids that play. This isn't just kids games. Obviously, there are other. It's kind of geared toward children, but plenty of adults play. I've run into a few adults here, and I gotta tell you, the chat filters are insane, man. Like I've gotten filtered multiple occasions just for saying everyday things. I once got filtered for saying hello. Seriously, the word hello got filtered. Also chest, and you may think, well, why would you say chest? Well, there's little chests spawn throughout the area, and sometimes just to let other players know what's going on, I'll be like, hey, there's a chest over here in such and such area. And they will filter the word chest. Especially when you combine it with other things like big chest or small chest, or, it's kind of, I understand why they do it. It's just, it's a very, very aggressive, chat police, I guess. Policing of chat. And like I said, since this is kind of geared toward younger people, it makes sense. So I don't really let it bother me. Yeah, my little critters are pretty high level at this point. I've been playing this game for like a week. And again, most of the time when I have it open, I usually just go to like a really hardcore area and like all the way over there. I've actually already reached the end. And sometimes I'll just go to a really high area and I'll just, make all my pets go. Because essentially what the idea of this game is that you have your pets. And it's not really Pet Simulator, because we wouldn't do this with our normal pets. But you basically send your pets out, like say this is a coin, and you send a pet out, and he basically goes and, I just call it digging, and he collects coins for you. And you can do that with all your various pets. See, they go and they collect coins, and some of them are a bit faster than others. However, the slower ones, I've found, tend to gather more coins at one time. So yeah, it's kind of give and take. It all kind of evens out in the end anyway. But yeah, these are the higher end areas. Like pretty much from orange and beyond is pretty much high level. All the other stuff is like early and mid. This is the higher level stuff. Like that's why you don't really see anybody over here. You will occasionally see people over here, but not all that much. But yeah, sometimes I'll just go out here and see. This is basically the end here, and you're like, oh my god, a giant chest. Yes. And the interesting thing is that you can do this. Send all your pets to it. And then you can tab out of the game and go do other things. So yeah, there's actually a lot of chests here right now. Usually by the time I get here, or by the time whatever server it puts me in, usually most of these chests are gone. And I've learned the game to the point where I've figured out how to get chests to spawn far more often than normal, so that's always nice. But yeah, this is the giant chest, and you can see there's the, let's zoom in there, there's the number, and I have 7 pets, and 7 of the pets are on the chest, and they, like I said, they basically, and I say quote-unquote dig to get coins out. And based on their specific, makeup as far as how they're done, they dig certain amount of coins in a certain amount of time, sometimes longer. It's all kinds of strange. But yeah, this is what I could basically do. This is why sometimes when you all see in Discord chat it says that I'm playing Roblox, no. I usually just stick the pets on this giant thing and then I tab out. And I go do other things, like I'll go and talk to you guys, or I'll go and hop on Imager, or sometimes I'll even have Duel Links open at the same time, and while these guys are, basically doing their thing, I don't really, I can't really do anything else. Basically I can just walk around, let my little avatar go do his thing, but yeah, I usually just kind of leave them there, and then I go in and play, like, Duel Links or something. Can anyone do your homework? You can do your homework. You can go do your homework. Should have done your homework, man. But I have to admit, man, I think homework is kind of stupid. Because, and this is kind of going back to school, but yeah, homework is dumb in the sense that when you're a kid, they just pile homework on top of you like it's nothing. And so you go home and it's like, you go to school for what, 8 hours or 7 or 8 hours? And, well, 7 hours, I guess, if you don't have clubs or anything like that you go to as well. So about 7 hours, you're sitting in classes, and then you go home, and then you've got like another 3 hours of homework. And I'm thinking, man, that's a long time. And when you become an adult, one of the big things they tell you is don't take your work home. Don't take your work home. Well, you condition these kids to prepare for having possibly hours and hours of homework, and then you wonder why their home life sucks. Well, that's why, because you've been giving these poor kids hours of homework throughout school, and then when they get to, be adults and they go into the real world, they expect to have to take work home. And that's unfortunate. So yeah, that's why I'm against homework. I'm not, well, I mean, I can see that some things should be studied a little harder, a little more, but I just don't see the point in constantly giving kids, 2, 3, 4 hours of homework every single day. It's just, you might as well keep them at school longer then. Actually, in DISD, school starts next Monday. Is that Dallas? I don't know where DISD is. But I know here locally, the kids already started school. They started this past Monday, I think. Yeah, Magikarp is a youngin'. So I imagine he probably still has to worry about homework. You procrastinated the entire summer. Like a champion. What game on Roblox am I playing? This is Pet Simulator. And yeah, it's not a very exciting game. It's, like I was saying earlier, it's basically like a clicky kind of time waster. And what I generally do is I just go, like, because I'm at the last area already. And yeah, I just basically go to the very last area where almost nobody else is. In fact, there's nobody else even close. And I just stick my pets on the giant chest and yeah, they just farm away. This is going to take them probably a good 10 minutes. So I could just kind of go off and do whatever. And then, of course, there's these chests. Interestingly enough, these chests give about, or sometimes even more, than the giant chest. The only thing is that when you farm the giant chest, and you get all your pets back to you, it immediately respawns. So you could just farm this endlessly. But again, if you farm it endlessly, there's going to be a lot of time where you're not doing anything. But what I do just to kind of, entertain myself in here is I tend to try to help people. Like what I'll do is instead of just hanging out here, ain't I from Dallas? No, I'm not from Dallas. D is in Dallas. Carp is Dallas. Dark Tracks, if I'm not mistaken, is also in the Dallas area. But no, I'm much further south. I'm in Corpus Christi. So I'm a good 6, 7, 8 hours from Dallas. All depending on which way you take to get there. And I used to live in Austin. And a majority of my family lives in San Antonio. I'm the only one in Corpus Christi in my family. Well, I've got extended family here, but we're not close. But anyways, like I was saying, what I'll do, just to kind of keep myself busy here in the game, is I will hang out in the middle or even the earlier areas purposely, and I can go and I've learned how to kind of farm the system here to produce a massive amount of chests. And the way to do that is the quicker... See, my little pets are so fast when they dig. Like, here, I'll send a little pet over here. And look how quickly he eats that coin up. I mean, that's fast. They're even... Like, the lower levels I even go down to, they're even faster. Because, you know, the coins, as you go from area to area, they have more coins to dig, so it takes a little more time. It's like I said, this is not... It's not an amazing game, but remember... Roblox is basically... What's the word I'm looking for? Roblox is essentially the construct for a series of mini-games. And this is just one that I happen to pick. There are a lot of other games out there. There are a lot of other ones. There's one called, like, Pizza Restaurant or something like that. There's also another one called Escape from the Police. There's another one called... I mean, there are literally hundreds of little mini games like this, but they're not all, you know. This one, like I said, it's kind of like it's a little boring for most people. It's kind of just like a clicker time waster, but I'm okay with that because most of the time I'm doing other things anyway. The car soccer game. Oh, you mean Rocket League? Yeah, Rocket League was pretty exciting the other day. At least you like the stream. Everybody likes my stream. I'm kidding. But yeah, what I'm basically doing at this point is I'm just going and I'm eating all the little coins because my pets are so quick to do it. And I could actually bring more of my pets over here, but I'm letting most of them finish farming the big chests. But what I can do is I can kind of force the game into producing additional chests. Because every time it sees that you're eating these little coins really, really quickly, it will spawn more and more coins to basically spawn. And then you'll start getting larger stacks like these giving more coins, and they have the larger coins, those give a decent amount. And then you start getting little chests like this, and those give a good amount of coins, and then there are even bigger chests than that. And so what I'll do is I'll just go around, and I'll just eat all the little coins. And then eventually chests start popping up left and right. And I also get this a lot. Oh geez, here we go. Kind of figured this was going to start. Yeah, they just implemented a trade system in this game. Play Fortnite. No, man, Fortnite was so boring, dude. We did that experiment the other night, and oh man, was that thing boring. I mean, like I said, I don't knock people who like it. I mean, if you like it, that's great. I just don't like it myself. I just do not like it. No, I didn't cheat the game. I just figured the game out. There's no cheating here. It's just figuring out the algorithm and, you know, taking full advantage of it. That's all I do. And the thing is this, is that this, what I'm doing right here, it doesn't really benefit me. I mean, yeah, I get the little coins and stuff, but I could just easily go to the pink or to the final area and get a lot more coins than I'm getting right now. But what this does is it forces chests to spawn in this area, so it helps out all the people who are still trying to level up. And I can do it over here too, like the blue areas. I sometimes go in the green area to spawn chests, but, you know, when I'm over there, I tend to get a lot of trade spam, so I don't even mess with it. Yeah, I can do it here, and here I can do it even faster, because look how quickly I move through these. Fork knife, I couldn't tell you if it was full of 8-year-olds. But I played a few runs through, and I'm not doing your homework. Yeah, I played a few run-throughs of Fortnite, and it was, I mean, I can see why some people would like it, but it's just not my thing. It's just not. I think Magikarp is probably like 13 or 14, maybe younger. And I say younger because I've noticed that younger people tend to be a bit more persistent with certain things. Like, for instance, if an adult comes up to you and says, "Hey, can I borrow, you know, $10?" and you're like, "No, I'm sorry, I don't have any cash," then they'll usually go away. But if an 8-year-old comes up to you and says, "Hey, can I borrow $10?" and you're like, "No, I'm not giving you $10," they'll come back 2 minutes later and ask you for $10 again. And then you say no again, and then again 10 minutes later they come back and they ask you again. So yeah, they're a bit more persistent. They don't understand exactly the intricacies of no at that point. And that's why sometimes in this game I get spammed with trade a lot. Because I have all these higher end pets, and a lot of these people, you know, they're just starting out. They want the high-end pets. They don't want to work for them, and so I get spammed for trade, and I'm like, dude, leave me alone. And the thing is that whenever they spam you for trade, it takes up a good portion of your screen, as you can see, and it really hinders your ability to play. And unfortunately, even if you ignore people or report them, they can still spam you. In fact, I wrote a little message to the developer of this particular minigame and said, hey man, this is a problem. This is a major problem. You please do something. So hopefully they'll take that to heart. Shut up, dude. I don't even get any donations. You're asking me for money. Seriously, man, how long have I been doing YouTube and I've gotten 0 donations? I'm not, you know, banging on you guys for that. That's fine. But I'd kind of hope that I'd at least get like a few bucks here and there, but not. In fact, we were talking about that. I talked to a guy on Imager about that, because he was kind of knocking women who, and I've mentioned this before too to you guys. He was knocking women that go and wear the look. See, there's some chests over there now because of what I'm doing. So now it's spawning chests for them, and he's able to go farm them. Anyways, but he was knocking women who wear, you know, very little, and they stream on Twitch with the webcams and stuff. And I said, dude, I don't blame them for doing that. And he's like, why, man? It's stupid. I'm like, no, it's not stupid. If you were a fairly decent-looking woman, and people just gave you money just for playing a video game on Twitch, I mean, why would you not do it? Yeah, Twitch for thoughts. Pretty much. But again, that's why I'm saying, you know, I don't hate the player, I hate the game. Because I'm never going to hate a woman for doing that, because, you know, if all she has to do is show up and just be like, hey, look, I'm going to play Overwatch wearing a semi-revealing shirt, and people are stupid enough to give her money for that, more power to her. I mean, I've never done that myself as far as, you know, donating money to women like that, but again, I'm not knocking them. But yeah, there are women that make, you know, $150, $200 a night. And it's pretty amazing. You know, there are men out there who make good money too, but those are usually your higher end streamers that, you know, have literally 1 million subscribers or followers and that sort of stuff. But yeah, it is so easy to be, you know, I'm not saying it's easy for all women, but it is at least somewhat easier for them to make a few dollars. You know, and they don't even necessarily have to be good at the game. Again, like a game like Overwatch or Fortnite, which are, you know, well, Fortnite's a bit more accessible because it's free. So, yeah, I mean, why would you not do it? If you have a computer that can handle it, I say do it. ASMR streamers. I don't want to get too into the whole... I don't want to get too into the whole thing as far as certain types of streamers, because this is, again, this is more of a kid's game, so I want to keep it at least fairly clean here. But I mean, we all kind of know what that is and what's going on there. So, but like I said, I'm not going to hate those women for it. If people want to give them money, it's their money. And again, I'm paraphrasing here, but the old saying, a fool is quickly parted with their money, something like that. Again, like I said, I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember the exact saying. But yeah, if there are guys out there, or even some women, who want to give those female Twitch streamers or YouTube streamers who, again, they wear very little, and they just sit there and play a game, if they want to give them money, it's their money. Anyways, yeah, we've got a good number of here. Let me make a little announcement in chat. Spawning C in blue area now. And I have to say C, like I was saying earlier, because the chat bot is very, very particular about the words that you use. So that's why I just say C now. Yep, and like I was saying earlier, I get that a lot too. Just the same people just always trying to open trade with me. And I'm just like, what? And they're like, trade me a pet. And I'm like, no. And then they come back 5 minutes later, trade me a pet. No. Yeah, God, cut it out, man. Yeah, watch. Here, I can actually refresh it. Dude, stop! See, I have to put... Look at this. See, this is the stuff that I have to deal with, man. This is why a lot of times I'll go and I'll just stick my pets on the big giant chest and just go AFK. Yeah, look at that. I mean, this is what, the 5th or 6th time in a row now, but he's tried to open trade with me like 10 times now. See? How is this not harassment? Kids just don't, you know, younger kids just don't understand that this sort of behavior is not acceptable. But look, he just keeps doing it. Okay, we're gonna have to report this dude because this is getting stupid. Well, they don't have spam, so I'm gonna have to put bullying. Let's see. Constant. I can spell here. Constantly opens trade with me and stops me from playing the game. Not that I think anything will actually happen. Maybe it will because this is such a kid-focused game. Maybe something will actually happen. But yeah, even if I ignore the guy, it's the trade still comes through. Look, see, I'll block him. But see, it doesn't stop opening trade, which is kind of stupid. I mean, if you block somebody, I would hope that it would block chat and any other interactions, but apparently not. And I can guarantee you, he's probably just going to keep right on doing it. See? He's just going to keep doing it. And every time he does that, it keeps me from going and doing stuff. See, I can't send my pets out when that window's open. And that's really all I can do is just ask him to stop. But he probably won't. Yeah, I may end up having to go to a different server because this... Oh, look, now this guy's doing it. Dear developers, if you are watching my stream or my replay, this is a problem. This is a massive problem. Please fix this. Reporting does nothing. Blocking does nothing. Please fix this. Look at... Ugh. This is going to be my entire stream. It's just them trying to open chat with me. Or trying to open trade. See? That's all they do. It's the same guy. Now here, I'm going to say yes. I'm just going to cancel. There. Now go away. He's going to do it again. Yeah, I got to go to a different server. This is getting stupid. Hold on. Let's see. Well, I guess I could just report again, but it's not going to matter. Yeah, see, it's not going to matter. Hold on. I'm just going to restart it here. Hopefully it'll stick me to a different server. Well, here's the thing, is that these individual games, again, they're done by individual developers or even individuals themselves, just people. Like, if you want to, you can go and you can develop a game all your own. And I saw that and I thought, I could probably develop a game using this, you know, this platform. It would be kind of interesting. Now, I don't know if it would really do much. Let me see. Well, it says, okay, your username, it says, I'm not Yugle, please YT. So, it says you're not Yugle, so how do I know you're really Yugle? Because it says you're not Yugle. Add Ubel. There is no Ubel. I guess I can add a friend. I don't even really... I've actually not sent out any friend requests. So I guess I could do it. I don't know how to do it in game, so I'm just going to do it from here. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, new chat. No, I don't want to do that. Search for friends. Here we go. Well, maybe this isn't it either. I have no idea how to do this. Again, I've never... I've never added friends. Hold on. I still don't know what I'm doing. Because all I do is I go in here and I play the game. That's it. I help people out a little bit and I play the game. I don't come in here for friends. No, I can't be your friend, sorry. Let me see. I'm not... Okay, I don't know how to search for an individual. Sorry. I mean, I'm looking here. Let me see. Friends. Let me see. Ignore all requests following friends. Yeah, I don't even know how to request a friend. I have no idea how to do it. Sorry, Hugo. I don't know how to do it, man. I just don't. Oh, anyways, like I was saying, there are viewers that just... The little number that you see up there from Streamlabs, it doesn't work. I have to constantly refresh it. Like, watch, if I refresh it, it'll work. There we go. See? It doesn't continuously count for some reason. I often have to go in there and refresh it manually, which is dumb. Just copy and paste name into bar and do in friends and you will find me. Oh, okay, let me see. Let me copy. No, it didn't do that. Or I guess I could just do in the regular search bar. Search, I'm not Yogel, please, and players. Okay, let's see. Bose Builder Fans, I guess this is you. So I guess I'm gonna add you there. Okay, all good. Now let me, oh God, they're starting to hear already. My God, stop spamming me! Freaking children. This is why I'm glad I never had kids. I would lose my mind with children. I mean, I understand. I mean, like when I was young, I mean, I think we all kind of think this when we're young. Why did Dad scream at me? Why did Mom scream at me? This is why they scream at you, because of this kind of stuff. This type of behavior is, oh God. And when you're a kid, you don't realize how annoying it is. It's only when you become an adult and you're like, man, I was really that annoying. Yes, you were. No, they're not bots. They're not bots. Because I've actually spoken to a lot of those people that just open trade. And I even tell them, I'm like, please stop doing this. And they're like, no, give me a pet. And I'm like, no, dude. It's like, why on earth would I go through all the trouble of leveling up all my pets just to give them away? Yeah, that was my contribution to society, is not having kids. Because when I was younger, there was a big hoopla going on about how overpopulation would, you know, stress the earth and all this other stuff. So I made a decision a long time ago that I was either going to wait till I was 22 to have kids, or if I didn't have kids by the time I was like 28, 29, I just wasn't going to have them. So that was it. And 28, 29 came and went, and no kids. Hello, Zero Plasma. So yeah, no kids. Yeah. But in some servers, hopefully this one isn't like the others, but in some servers it's actually really nice because the other players will see that I'm here trying to spawn chests and stuff for them, so they'll leave me alone. They'll just kind of let me do my own thing. But then in others, it's like that other server that I was on. Oh my God. My mother must be so proud. I don't know. I mean, it's better than what my sister did. My sister had her first kid at 19. And the funny thing is that my sister was always looked at as the one that's going to succeed. And she was the one to make the first huge mistake in life. Not saying that her kid was a mistake, but getting pregnant that young, that was a mistake. Confirmation. I never said I was older or less than 29. No, dude, I'm only 17. Yeah, don't have kids. Well, okay, how about this? Don't have kids when you're a teenager. It's a huge mistake. It's a massive mistake, because, again, I saw my sister. She was 19. She had a kid. And then when she was, 20, 21, 22, those are your party years when you want to go out and do stuff. I mean, she actually still went out and did stuff because my mother was a bit of a pushover, and she would just leave her kid with my mom. And that bugged me. Even though I was living in Austin and she was down here in Corpus, I would see, or I would hear from my mother that, she would go out and she would do all these things. And this was before Facebook. So I would see that she would go out and do things. And I'm like, why aren't you home with your kid? And then I think when my nephew was about 3 or 4, I was down here in Corpus and I asked her, I said, why don't you just stay home with your kid? Well, I want to do things. Well, you gave that away when you had a kid at 19. You made that mistake. You made that decision. Now you gotta live with it. Moni is 18. I didn't realize you were that young, man. I thought you were like 22, 23. Oh yeah, I forgot I have a drink here. Tasty, tasty beer. I'm kidding, I don't drink. This isn't a beer. I tried beer when I was in my teens. Oh man, that stuff was disgusting. I don't understand how people like that stuff. I mean, I understand it has a certain kind of woodsy sort of, you know, hops flavor to it, and that's the whole idea, but I think it was the alcohol that really turned me off from it. Not to say that sometimes what I drink is any better, because I do drink sodas occasionally, and I try to stick to water, but I do drink sodas, and they've got a ton of sugar in them. But yeah, I don't touch beer. I don't touch wine. I don't touch liquor. None of that. A depressed alcoholic playing Roblox. Well, you got part of that right. And now Carp's like, oh. Now he feels a little bad because he's like, oh, I was just joking, but you mean that's true? Gotta be careful what you joke about, Carp. Oh, I've not made it a secret anyway. I don't know if I don't think I've ever mentioned it to you guys, but like from friends and stuff that I have on Facebook, I've never made it a secret. I'm not an alcoholic. Not that part. Definitely not an alcoholic. My dad was an alcoholic, and that's probably one of the big reasons why I never really got into drinking, even if I didn't like it. Because I know people that they even tell me, they're like, yeah, I don't like the taste of alcohol either, but I love the buzz. I'm like, I don't think the buzz is worth it. But yeah, my father unfortunately was an alcoholic, and he got himself in a lot of trouble. He wrecked cars, he got into bar fights, he was... You know, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but man, did he have problems. Yeah, I don't really... I never liked the taste of beer either. The only alcoholic drink that I kinda liked, as far as just liquors and liqueurs and stuff, was, oh gosh, I don't even remember what it's called anymore. It's a liqueur. It's actually a really popular one too, but I can't remember the name of it. Oh, what is it? I'll remember it at some point, and then I'll just blurt it out, but there was only one that I actually kinda liked, but even then, I just, you know... I can't, like I had mentioned in previous streams, I can't get a buzz. So drinking is kind of pointless to me. The only thing alcohol does to me is it makes me tired. That's all it does. It makes me tired, and if it's cheap alcohol, it gives me a headache. But yeah, that's why I don't drink, because it's pointless. Well, at least for me, it's pointless. I'm not going to judge anybody else if they drink. That's another good thing, kids. Learn not to be so judgmental of others. You don't know the struggles that they are going through. You don't know their story. Okay, so we've... Oh, man. Okay, how many chests do we get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chests. 7 big chests. And a handful of small ones. Let me make a quick announcement. Let me see if it if the chatbot gets me. Oh no, it didn't. Okay, good. You judge Slim for drinking sodas? You judge me for drinking a sugary soda? I've seen little characters like that with wings and stuff on them. I was looking into some of that stuff because I know how people like to decorate their characters. And some of that stuff is kind of expensive, man. You have a fun deck. Dude, you say all your decks are fun. And they turn out to be more annoying than fun. Fun for you, how about that? We'll rebrand it. When Dre says... Stop it. When Dre says he has a fun deck, it means it's fun for him, but not for you. I think that's how it works. He's all, yeah, it's fun for me. Oh. Yeah, Crown and Coke is the big one. That's one of the more popular drinks. Some people like that. I didn't like it myself, mostly because I don't like colas. If I have a soda, it's usually not a cola. Like Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, I don't like the cola versions. Might win, still testing. Oh, speaking of Duel Links, you know how I mentioned that I might buy the EX deck? I put the money in my Steam wallet. I just haven't bought the deck. Or decks. So, I could possibly buy it. I don't know, I'm still kind of on the fence about it. The thing that bugs me is that if I really, really wanted it and I thought that it could really... that I'd really have fun with it, I probably would have already bought it. But since I'm hesitating so much, it just makes me hesitate even more. People always called it pop instead of soda. Well, in the US, it depends where you are. Like I know in my area, we call it either soda or Coke, one or the other. Even if you're drinking Pepsi, they still call it Coke. I just call it soda. Up in the Midwest of the U.S., they call it pop. I've met a few people from the Midwest, and they definitely do call it pop. Over in California, and over in Seattle, when I was there, they called it soda. And I've even heard people call it soda pop. It all depends. Again, it's more of a localized thing. Like I said, in my area, it's either Coke or it's soda. It does sound kind of weird when you hear somebody from the Midwest say pop, though, simply because their accent is a little a little weird. Like, see Dre, there he is. He's in the north. He's in Michigan. And I know up there some of the people call it pop. Yeah, but here in Texas, I don't know. Well, the thing is, Texas is so big that we probably have groups where, of people where everybody calls it something different. That's how big Texas is. Texas is bigger than Moni's country. Are weird. Always calling each other foos. Whenever y'all do that, I always think of foosball. This game is about nothing. It's a clicky time waster. That's all it is. Well, I mean, there is a little more to it. Like here, I still need to level him up a little bit more before it unlocks. But yeah, you level up your pets, basically. And as they level, they gather more coins, and they get faster. And as you can gather more coins, you can spend those coins on bigger and better pets. It's kind of like a snowball effect. Where, you basically, it starts you at 0 with a basic pet. You use that basic pet to get coins. You use those coins to get a better pet. and then you use that better pet to get even more coins, and then you use those extra coins to get an even better pet. It just keeps going like that. It's a vicious cycle, man. That's why I call this game a clicky time waster, because that's really all it is. I'm just clicking and wasting time. Pronounce aluminum for me. Well, there are two ways to say it. There's aluminum and then there's aluminium. And both are considered correct. And yes, they are considered correct. I was an English major. Play car soccer for 30 minutes. Well, I mean, I do enjoy Rocket League, but it just doesn't get a lot of viewers. No, I'm not wrong. I'm gonna stick with what I learned in college on that. I'm going to let the knowledge of my college professors override that of a 16-year-old. Sorry, no disrespect, but I'm gonna go with their experience here. Is it soccer or football? Again, depends where you're from. In the States, people call it soccer. And in Europe, they call it football. And I understand why they call it football, because they kick a ball with their foot. But then again, I mean, I guess if you want to be really fair, you could also call it head ball, because they hit the ball with their head, too. Kind of like how they make fun of us here in America and then call our American football hand egg. But I guess that could go with pretty much any sport. I mean, why do they call rugby rugby? I don't see any rugs there. I don't see any bees either. We call American football rugby. Oh, close enough. They are sort of similar, except rugby they don't wear pads and stuff. And the rules are obviously different. Oh, this person's gonna follow me around now. Yes, we call it soccer. We call it soccer mostly because we have another sport that we call football. So it'd be kind of weird to call them both football when they're different sports. Because when you talk about one or the other, you need to differentiate them, which makes sense. Like if I go to England, I wouldn't go there and call, you know, their football soccer. I mean, I could, and I'm sure most people would understand. But it just, you know, it's not something they probably hear all the time. I think if I went over there and I said that, they'd be like, oh, you're American, definitely. Even if I tried to fake my accent, they'd be like, yep, you're American. There is one sport that it looks interesting to me, but I've just not really been able to understand it, is cricket. You want to play cricket? Cricket's not very big here in the States. Cricket is big over in, I think they play a lot of it in India. Why can't I click this? What is going on? There we go. I hear it's big over in India, and Australia, and England. Probably a few other countries. The most gold medals. We also generally send the most athletes, simply because we have the money to do it. There are a lot of countries out there with really amazing athletes. It's just they just don't have the money. I mean, like I know whenever like the Summer Olympics comes along and they get into those long distance running events like marathons and stuff, those people from Kenya, holy crap, they can run forever. But only a handful of them are able to make it to the games because, you know, they just don't have the, you know, they don't have the resources that we have here in the US. But yeah, those people are amazing, man. They could probably run for like 3 or 4 days straight if they really wanted to. And then they'd get off, they'd get out of the race and they'd be fine. He'd be like, yeah, I'm a little sore, but I'm okay. Okay, I think we've spawned some chests here. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 chests and some smaller ones. Okay. And blue is still loaded. I can't even pull off an accent? Well, I've not tried. Mm-hmm. But he recently lost. No joke. I think he had like a 45 race win streak, and then he recently lost, like in the last week or so. He lost to an American. But that happens. It happens, you know, he's not a spring chicken anymore. He's getting up there now. But he is a very fast man. And the thing with Usain Bolt is he's got long legs. He's tall. And so when he runs, it's like you can see the other people, you know, the other competitors that are competing with him in the race. They're like chugging along, just, you know, with their legs going crazy. Hello, Creos, Cray, or what? I'm sorry, I can't say your name. Anyways, but yeah, you see him chug. You see those other people chugging along, and he looks like he's just kind of gliding through the air because he's so long. Michael Phelps, he is very well. I mean, isn't he the most decorated American athlete in Olympic history? I think he is. I mean, you can judge him for his character. I mean, but he's actually a decent person. Look, see, someone's already asking me, Slim, could I have one pet? No. But, I mean, you can't deny the fact that he is an incredible athlete. I mean, he dominates. Hey, it doesn't matter, you know. I've seen, there are, what, 14, 15, 16-year-olds that compete in the Olympics. So it's not a big deal if someone who you might consider a child defeats you. It's just how it is, man. I mean, think of it. Imagine, I mean, like if I were 14, 15 years old, because we were all athletes in my family. All of us were athletes. I played football and tennis. My brother played football, basketball, baseball, and I think that's it. My sister, she played softball and a little bit of basketball. But yeah, all my cousins and I were all athletes. And if I were 15, 16 years old and I had the resources, you're darn right I would have been pretty amazing. But, you know, I grew up poor, so, you know, we couldn't afford to go and buy the expensive track shoes and all that stuff. No, he's not on drugs. Well, it depends what you call a drug. He basically, he smokes pot. That's it. That's all he does. And then when he was found out to be a pot smoker, some people tried to demonize him. And I'm thinking, dude, the guy is the most decorated U.S. Olympian in history, and you're gonna give him crap for smoking a joint? Get out of my face. And then they're all, oh no, but it gave him an unfair advantage. I'm like, dude, you don't know how weed works then. You do not know how that drug works. Weed does not make you faster. It makes you faster at eating Cheetos, but that's about it. It does not make you a faster swimmer. A 1-hour-old embryo. Man, you're pretty smart. Making me think of Fight Club references. You know what's really surprising though, guys? If you look at my viewer count, it's actually kinda good. I mean, I know 8 people doesn't seem like a lot, but you know, for me, just streaming this game and basically not really doing much except clicking on coins and talking to you guys, 8, 9 people is pretty darn good, huh? Your mother swallowed her phone? What on earth are you talking about, man? One of these days, I'm going to contact your mother, and I'm going to say, you realize that your son is saying these things about you, right? And she's going to go up and be like, dude. Okay, maybe she won't call you dude. She might say, son. Have you been saying these things about me on the internet? Why would you say such things? You're breaking my heart, son. Okay, I think we're good here. This girl's been running around collecting them all, so... Oh, well, they got another one here. And there's a lot of little chests around, so I think they're okay here. And blue is still... Yeah, blue's still stacked up. So I think they're good here. Doing green is a little pointless. And I say a little pointless because it's so easy to move out of green. You can move out of green in like 20 minutes. So this is only for like the very, very new people. And plus I eat these coins so quickly, it's just kind of ridiculous. But if there are any other games, well, mini games, I guess, that you all can think of that I might be interested in Roblox, I'll give them a try. Green is your favorite color. Why is that? Is it because it's the color of grass? Some of these coins are in odd kind of positions, where you can't always just click on them. You have to kind of angle your way in there. Is there a Roblox Duel Links minigame? That would be kind of interesting. Play Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. I don't know what that is. What is it about? Oh, well, we got a couple of chests. Oh, look at a big one. That's a giant chest. So there's a few chests here now. Okay. Well, that's good. Can't escape from crossing fate. Is that another game? Let me see. Let me go to the games. Oh, here we go. Recommended list. Pizza Factory, McDonald's Tycoon, Restaurant Tycoon, Farming Simulator, YouTuber Tycoon, Jailbreak, Welcome to Bloxburg, Robloxian High School, Bee Swarm, Treelands, Mining Simulator, Car Crushers 2, Zombie Attack. There's a lot of little games here. Is there one called Now Fight? Meep City, Phantom Forces New Steel. My guess is that it would be a little hard to get any new game recognized here. Like if you were to develop a game in there using their platform. Yeah, well, when you think about it, Roblox, the game system itself is kind of built around grinding. It's built around just gathering things. That's really the main concept here. So it makes sense that there would be a lot of tycoon this and tycoon that. There's one here called Egg Farm Simulator. Hey, Gizmo. A Tycoon Simulator Tycoon. Oh, here's one called Murder Mystery. This looks different. Let me see what this one says. Rare effect, godly knife, godly pet. Okay, this is weird. It doesn't look like it's too hard. Oh, it's downloading here. Waiting for data. Okay, casual, hardcore, assassin. Recommended, zooming in and out. Your own character, radio allowed, pets and toys allowed. Okay, I guess we're playing this version. Oh, I know what this is. I know exactly what this is. Basically, there's like, there's 10 players, and 9 people are the innocents, and, yeah, see. And one of them is the murderer, and the whole idea is the innocents have to figure out who the murderer is, and the murderer has to go around, like, kind of secretly, you know, killing all of the innocents. And whoever does whichever wins. So it's not really murder mystery, it's just a different title for a game we've already played. Play music in-game to your friends. No. Vote for the next map here. Okay, how do I vote? Built by Zyleek. What is up? My ceiling. I think. I hope. You missed the great water outage earlier. I was without water for 6 minutes. Okay, maybe not just that little bit. Yeah, I guess the murderer won. He gained 100 experience for losing. So I guess we're gonna play again? I spent most of my time just sitting in this lobby. Siegfried. He was one of the most annoyingly stupid characters. And I'm not making fun of you, Carp, I'm being quite serious. He was one of the most annoyingly stupid characters ever in Duel Monsters. He was just stupid. I am innocent. Of course I am. And let me tell you why he's stupid. His whole thing was to hack Kaiba Corp and basically wreck their infrastructure and bring down the corporation from within. And the whole time I'm thinking, you know, a corporation that big is going to have backups. So his whole thing of, you know, hey, I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna, you know, destroy, you know, your corporation from inside. You can't stop me. And the whole time I'm thinking, dude, they have backups. This isn't permanent. You basically hacked the company and now they're just, you know, they're just waiting for you to do your little thing, and then afterwards they're just gonna, you know, they're gonna go back to the backups, and then all of your shenanigans were for nothing. That's why I think that whole plot line was just dumb. It was stupid. It wasn't well thought out. I mean, because even back in, what, you know, 2004, when that came out, it was very normal for corporations to have massive backups. I mean, it wasn't, you know, they weren't cloud backups back then, really. I mean, there were some, but there weren't a massive amount of them. But even then, a lot of companies did on-site backup. So it made no sense. Rebecca would be kind of neat. Yeah, I'm not too enthused by this game. It's kind of boring. I spend most of my time just sitting here in the lobby. I think we're gonna try something else. Let's see. Okay, that was Murder Mystery. Let me see. Farming Simulator. I can only imagine what that is. But we're gonna try it. Here. 28,000 likes and only 7,300 downvotes. Alright, let's see. But yeah, Rebecca would be kind of nice. She's got a couple of cards that would be kind of neat. Leo would be neat simply because of his deck. He has a lot of very interesting cards. Like the glass slippers and the pumpkin carriage card, and he has a lot of really unique cards, so if they did bring in anybody specifically because their cards are sort of different, it would be him. I don't know if they'll ever do that, like if they'll spend a bunch of time, you know, just trying to bring him to the game, but Hey there, farmer. It looks like it's your first time playing Farming Simulator. Would you like to begin with the tutorial? Of course not, because I'm an idiot. Let me see. Apparently, I get 50 cash? What is... I don't... Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, hey, look, she's carrying a hoe. Okay, so I guess, I'm just gonna walk around. You need to collect 1,000 more wheat to unlock. Oh boy. Again, this is just a gathering simulator. Ashley is a backpack seller. Okay. Of course I can't afford anything. I have no money. Oh, she threw me out. Hey, but she gave me a backpack anyway. Or no, maybe she didn't. Okay. Okay, so apparently I have to go around farming. Golden Castle Stromberg. That's actually in the game. That's in the TCG. I can't get over there. I want to go to the water. Okay, I don't know what I guess maybe I should have done the tutorial. Okay, well, I see all these people with a hoe. So, let me see. Quests. What is this little thing? That's pretty. Okay, well, I can't sell anything because I don't have anything. Can I go up this? Oh, yeah, I can. Cool. Oh, here's the owner. Talk to Bob. Hey, farmer. I need some extra wheat to take to the market. I will pay you $5 if you can get me 10 wheat. Okay. So, can I mug somebody for this wheat, or... Jesus, look at, I mean, that's one thing I've noticed here in Roblox, is the scaling is just ridiculous. Crop cost 2.5 million. Look at how high this goes. 100 million, 250 million, 1 billion, 10 billion. I mean, that's just... that's insane, man. And these are the people with the most money. This guy has $722 million. And the next highest person has... oh, wow. He's got more than 3 times as much, or almost 3 times as much as the person who is next to him. 722 million, 203 million. Somebody really likes this game. You, 0. Okay, I'm on a rock. I really don't. I mean, maybe I should have done the. Hold on. Let me see what this is. Okay, Bob's quest: collect 10 wheat. Twitter codes? No. Well, it says $50 cash. I don't. So I have to wait an entire day before I get 50 bucks? Is that the thing? Is that... You know, I was enjoying clicking coins much more than this. Oh, tools. Here we go. Farming hoe. We all love a good farming hoe. Oh, well, this is the free one. Okay. Oh, well, it says equipped. Okay. So how do I use it? Do I... Okay, well, I'm going over here. Let's see, are there letters? No. No, no, no. I'm just hitting, I'm just smashing the keyboard at this point. Okay, well, this was an adventure. This is not, this is already not fun. So yeah, I probably... That is why Ancient Fairy Dragon is banned. I think Ancient Fairy Dragon is banned for other reasons too. Well, it says that it's... Okay, farming... Oh! That works too! Okay, so now I just... What do I do? I just click? Really? That's... Yeah, this is just a clicker too! Oh, well, my backpack is already full, apparently, so... I can't gather anymore. And he says he wants to... Oh, here's a wheat buyer. Oh, plus $5. Okay. Okay, it's not doing anything. Oh wait, there we go. Yeah, this is just a clicker time waster too. Man, you fill up your backpack really quickly, huh? Okay, so now I gotta go up here and talk to him. Thank you, here's the cash. And he gives me $5. Okay, well that's interesting. I guess the whole thing is, it's just another scaling sort of situation here, where you go around collecting wheat, you sell it, but you only have so much room in your backpack, and so when you get more money, you come back here, you get the bigger backpack, which gives you more wheat, so you can get more money, so you can get a bigger backpack, and... I don't know. I don't know if I want to get into this. Oh, shut up, Ben. You have no quests. Thank you for telling me. Oh, wow, what happened? Okay, so I guess I just basically do this. My little animation is really cheap. It's like doink, doink, doink. So what's the deal, guys? Do you think that we could, or at least me, could actually develop a game on this platform that would do at least fairly well? I would struggle to think of a concept. Like, what would be the point? Yeah, this is... I guess people like this sort of thing. I don't know. Yeah, and you just run back, and then you run back over here. You get more wheat. Yeah, this is just, I don't know, man. I don't think this makes for good streaming. Script owner. Okay, here, I'm gonna... Must attack you. I'm gonna attack you with this, man. How you doing? Oh, you like that? Oh, look, he's got a magical hoe back here. Sorry. Can I play checkers? You know, a very basic game like that, you'd think that somebody would have just, you know, put it in. Let's check. Checkers. Checkers and games. Showing results. 0. Oh my gosh, they have Connect 4, but nobody's playing. Yeah, there's a lot of games here that nobody's even playing. I guess there are a lot of dead games. Checkered Nights, Virus Checker, Checker Town, Out of the Checkers, Checkered House, Checkers Cafe. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Game of Checkers, Checker Base, Lava Checkers. Okay, yeah, this is interesting. Connect 4. It looks interesting. There have been some players for Connect 4, but nobody's playing right now. That's unfortunate. Can you play Uno? I would love to play Uno and stream it with you guys. I don't think Uno's in here, though. Oh my god, it is. Roblox Uno, and 326 people are playing. Okay, I'm gonna load this up. Pack blocks. Well, we're gonna try Uno. If I download a game on my phone, can we... Oh, we'll see. I mean, I think Roblox is available on tablets and phones, isn't it? I think there's a mobile version. I mean, the game itself doesn't take up a lot of computing power. It doesn't. I mean, you all can see it there on your screen, I think. Like, if you take a look at the memory that it's using, it's a measly 235 megabytes, or 234 now, but... yeah, it's... doesn't take much. But I guess it has to download a whole bunch of this stuff now for this game, so... I gotta give it a minute. Oh, wait. Why do I have two Twitters? Never mind. Apparently Certified... I don't know who it is. I don't know who Certified is in YouTube, sorry. But he is now gold rank 4. He just got to gold. Gold rank 4, yeah. Apparently he's doing pretty well. I imagine Pac Blocks is probably like Pac-Man, but just with blocks. Yeah, this, I didn't think it would take this long to download. I mean, because my connection is pretty amazing. But it is taking a little while. Play car soccer. I don't know who that is. I don't have a note on them because for a while all of you were changing your names. And so I was like, okay, I gotta put little notes here so I can remember who you all are. And I did for some of you, but I didn't for others, so I don't know who that is. I really don't know. I honestly don't. Man, this is taking forever. Well, even then, I mean... Received. Yeah, this is really... That's really slow. It should not... My normal download is not that slow. I think this is from the server. Either that or this is just telling me what it's going to and from, just from ping. Well, this is your ping. And even that's a little high. Usually I'm around 45 ping. I don't know who that is. You know, I should probably just kick him from the server, because I don't know who he is. I think I'm just going to kick him. That's probably best. Hold on. Where is he? And kick. There. Okay, yeah, I just kicked him. I mean, I really don't know who he is. I sincerely don't know. So, if he's somebody important, then he'll come back and say, hey, why have I been kicked? And I'm like, because I had no idea who you were. What do you mean, wow, whoa, what? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Well, I don't know who he is. Someone needs to tell me. If someone would just tell me who he was, then I wouldn't have had to kick him. But no, apparently none of you guys know who he is either. It's me, you fool. I don't know who me, you fool is. Put some tools next to your chat names? I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Okay, this is taking a bit too long. This is, come on now. I sincerely hope this is just a one-time download, because imagine having to wait this long every single time. Well, if I would have known this would have taken this long, then I probably would have downloaded it beforehand. But I didn't even think that Roblox would have Uno. I still want to play the other Uno. Highlight your name. With what? A highlighter? Yeah, it doesn't let me do anything. I highlighted your name and nothing happened. Now, I have to ask, are you talking about YouTube chat? Because that's what I'm looking at. Or are you talking about Discord? Because those are two different chats. Or are you talking about Restream chat? Because that's a third chat that I have to have open. So yeah, I've got all these chats programs open just to keep up with everything that's going on with the stream. Seven's like, I'm still here. Okay, so I'm going to highlight your name, apparently. Yeah, I don't see anything there either. Yeah, it takes too much time, man. It takes too much effort. Okay, well, let me put a note here by your little profile here. Click to add note. 7. Okay, that's it. That's all I needed. How much for mod? What do you mean for mod? We need mods? I didn't realize we needed mods. You guys are normally fairly well behaved. I didn't think we really needed mods. I've never seen any of y'all ever really get into a fight. That would be really the only reason that I would want to have a mod when I'm not around, is if there tends to be people that, like, I mean, it's one thing to have an argument. It's something completely different to have a real flat out fight where people are calling each other names and making threats and stuff. We don't have that. I mean, we've been very lucky in that respect that you guys don't fight like that. I mean, you have disagreements, but you all don't get into each other's faces like that. For the most part, everybody acts civil. And I do have a mod. I have Bastion. Bastion's our mod. No. Because then I'll just silence you all for like 2 hours and then you'll be fine. Okay, this is taking too long. I can't just keep waiting. Let me go back to the games here. There. Yep, I'm going back to pets. I'm gonna go stand on somebody's head. The only bad thing is now I'm in a new server and all of my work is gone. But I think I'm going to play some Fallout. Simply because it's getting a little late. I think most of the people who would normally view a stream like this are probably heading to bed. You're a king of card games. I didn't know that. I don't know if I'd want to be a king of card games. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go play some Fallout. This is an interesting stream. At least I streamed Roblox, and I got more viewers than I thought I would. So that was kind of good. And a couple of new people that had never been to the stream before. Didn't get any subs, unfortunately, but, you know. Even then, I don't know if I would have wanted to keep any subs from a game that, well, that were produced from this game. Because not all of my content is kid-friendly. But yeah. this was an interesting little experiment. Maybe I'll do these earlier in the day for the younger kids. Well, I would have to do them during the weekends. And I already got an earlier one. Well, I could do something like this at like 9:30. Do it for maybe an hour, hour and a half, and then still do the Duel Link stream at 11:30. But that's a lot of streaming all in one spot. I'll figure it out. Anyways, I'm gonna go play some Fallout. See you guys later.